Hello friends. So in the last video we created objects using JavaScript. We used new object notation. Now in this video we will create objects, but this time we will use function template notation and we will see how to create object in JavaScript. So we can create function like this. So in normal language we will use class here, then we will specify person, but here we are using a function instead of a class. Then we specify our template name, so this is the person. Then here we are using this parameter as a constructor. Here let's say we have first name, then we will consider that we will have last name as one more parameter. Then we can define members using this keyword. So here we are using this dot first name. So this will create one parameter, one member. Then we can use f name here. Similarly, we can use the same this keyword. Last name. Here we can use L name. Next, if we want to define any data member or member function, we can use the same keyword this. Then we can define our function name. Say for example, get full name equal to, then we can define, since it's a data member, we can use the keyword function again. Then we can actually define a parameters. Here I don't want to take any parameters, so I just define the function. After that I'm just returning it. Return, we can use the data members. Here the data member is of f name, so I'm using a f name. Then I am concatenating that with a comma, then L name. So here if you see, we define the template. So this template has two members, and if we want to create a instance out of this member, then we can use the new keyword. So as usual, you can create a variable, then variable p1 equal to, then we have to use new keyword. Previously we used a new object. Since this time we created a template name, we can use a new person. Now we can supply value for our constructor. So the first name will be Arun and second name is Narayan. So just now we created one object. And the same way you can create one more object. The second object name I'm giving a Nagi. Then second parameter, let's say Boris. So if you see now, it just creates two objects in memory. So the first object will be it will be having two data members, F name and L name. So this one will be the Arun Narayan. So let me put a single letter A, yeah, and it will have functions also here. So this is get full name. Similarly, this will be the second object, F name, and the name will be Nagi, and last name will have that Boris. Then this will also support the function members. The function member here is get full name. So that's the function member. Alright, now this object is now here referenced by the variable p1, and this one will be referenced by the variable p2. So we can create object like this also. Now let us go to an example and see how it works. So here is the example, and if you see here, we are creating a function template, and the function template name is person. That takes a 3 parameter, first name, middle name, and last name. So you can see how we are creating the member variables here, this dot f name. So this will create a member variable as well as it assigns the value whatever is passed to the function template. So we will use this notation as a constructor, middle name, last name. Then we have a member function called get full name, and here we are specifying it as a member function. Then we are appending all three components and returning it. Here we define one more member function that takes a parameter, and based on the passed in parameter, we return a name component, whether it will be a first name, middle name, or last name. That is decided by the passed in parameter f. F stands for first name, M for middle name, L for last name, and the function name is a get name part. If you see here, here we are creating a two-person object, and this is what we pass to the constructor, and this goes here as a function parameter. Then if you see, we are making use of person1 and person2 object. First time we are using the get full name member function, so that will return RT Narayanan. Second, we get the name part by passing F and M. So this will return only the first name, that means Boris, and the second time we pass a middle name, so that will return a K. Alright, now we will execute this example. So the example is here in gtemp. I am opening this in IE, and you can see the result, Arun T Narayanan, Boris, K. So just now you watched the demo. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.